This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're in the BP Pulse Arena at Birmingham. Another fight, another one in this arena, another very successful night at the office for Chantelle Cameron. You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm delighted. Obviously, I wish I got the stoppage, but she was going nowhere. So I thought I hurt her a few times, but just the 2-minute rounds. It's so hard to get them out of there, but a little bit disappointed if I'm honest. But I got the win. That's the main thing.
Does it feel like these fights are all just building block-ups to what, in your mind, is yours? Those world titles at £140?
They ain't mine. I lost them, but
They will be though, right?
yeah. Hopefully, I hope I get the shot. And I know my team are going to be pushing it massively now. Anto, Queensbury, Frank Warren, they're really going to be pushing for me to get them belts. But it's not in my hands. I'm going to leave it to them. All I can do is fight, perform, win, and anything else that happens, leave it to them.
Well, you've done your part now. Is it a case of sitting back, relax, next week?
Yeah.
Texas, it is Taylor Serrano. You have said this week you think Serrano does the business. But are you kind of hoping it's Katy Taylor so we don't see that trilogy? Because we want your trilogy.
Yeah.
But if Serrano wins, it's 1-1, then we might see that fight instead.
I'm a massive fan of Amanda Serrano, and she sends me lovely messages. I send her nice messages. So obviously on that side of things, I'm rooting for Amanda. But then selfishly, this is business, and I took a loss to Katy, and I want my chance of redemption. So the best woman will win, and I do think it'll be Amanda.
Is there any real bad blood between you and Katy?
No, not really. Like, she's an amazing athlete and she's an amazing boxer, and I've always looked up to her and been inspired. But at the end of the day, it's boxing, it's competitive, and she beat me, and it was a close decision. Wasn't the cleanest fight. It was both like it just tit for tat kind of thing. And she said she wanted the trilogy after the fight when she beat me, and the next thing she's wanted an easier fight against a mandatory, but that fell through, and she got the Amanda Serrano fight, so it worked out in her favour. But before that, she didn't want to fight me for the trilogy. She was going to go elsewhere and fight a mandatory. So to me, that speaks volumes. She doesn't want to fight me again. Whereas she stood there in the ring after her fight, telling everyone that the trilogy is going to happen next. It's amazing for women's boxing, and then she went running. And that's a fact.
Excellent. Well, I've spoken to Anto at length. That is a rant. I love it. We don't see that much on camera, so kind of gold there. But yeah, speaking to Anto off camera, as much as the trilogy is important to you, right now it's world titles, whoever that may be, right?
Knowing world titles, I want big fights, big names, someone to get my teeth stuck into, and kind of I'm at the stage now where I want to be fighting people that it's going to be an honour to share the ring with as well. I want to have these big nights and big names where I'm going to retire one day and I'm going to look back and think, what an amazing night. My fights with Katy Taylor, my fight with McCaskill, my fight with McGee, they're fights that always stand out to me because they were quite special nights against good names. May and McGee, will never forget that fight. It was a great fight. McCaskill become undisputed, and then obviously Katy Taylor, massive nights because she's such a star, she's an icon, and I beat her at homecoming, she beat me in the second fight, so they're the kind of fights that I think I need personally. I need to have them fights that I can look back on and smile at my career and think I've done it all and I fought at the best, and if I come up short, I come up short, but as long as I try my best.
Last one, it feels like, certainly starting from the last fight, it was a real new chapter in your career. New trainer, new promoter. We're now 2 camps deep, 2 fights deep. Does it feel like home? Does it feel like this is you now?
Yeah, it's a reset button, and it's like Anto says, I literally done it all in one hit, where most people at least make one change. And
there's no
yeah, nah, I was just like, fuck it, just do it all. But do you know what? It's my career, my choice, and for me at the time, it was the best decision for me, and I feel like it's going to pay off as well. And sometimes you've got to make them decisions, and even if they're hard decisions are a bit tough, you've got to make them.
Certainly have. Chantelle, thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish?
Thanks Queensbury, Frank Warren, George, keeping me active, keeping me busy, and I think that's the main thing. I'm very grateful for that because I could be sat on the shelf waiting around to see what happened with belts, but I'm being active. I've been out twice this year, been in Birmingham, so I'm just very grateful for that.
Chantelle, well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.